what struck me as I was praying through these readings was the first reading, trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord is an eternal rock. Of course, they chose this in reference to the gospel. But he humbles those in high places, and the lofty city he brings down. He tumbles it to the ground and levels it with the dust. And in my brain, I saw that there's this easy tendency to fall into thinking, yeah, God's going to get you. We had a priest growing up, Father George, who had this deep, booming voice, and he would say, when we would jab at him or whatever, make fun of him, in jest, because we were friends and everything, he said, God will get you. And that's, I think, kind of the mentality we get with this reading. You know, oh, look at the humble and the high place, in those in the high places, those who are proud, God will get them. But that's not it at all, right? It's not that God has this chart of people and he says, these are the ones I love and these are the ones I don't. But he loves us all. And so when he looks to those who are in the high places, those who are lofty, those who are proud and live in their pride, he brings them down, he humbles them because he loves them. To show us that on our own we can do nothing, that we need Almighty God. And in our pride, we think we can do it on our own, but God says, no, you need me. You need to rely on me, constantly, totally, explicitly. I was thinking about St. John Paul II. One of the things he said, you know, as he was in communist Poland, and as a bishop and then archbishop and cardinal in Poland, very often, of course, there was all this power coming against him, the power of the communist state. He was constantly under surveillance, and he would wave at those people who were tailing him everywhere, you know, and he knew he had bugs in his office and in his house, and basically they said he does nothing except pray, and then he goes to meetings, and, you know, I mean, he wasn't doing anything subversive except Catholicism, which in communism is very subversive. But he said this, he said, he didn't, when talking about people of power, he said, they started out in diapers and they're going to end in diapers. You know? And that's looking and saying this humility that God allows us if we live long enough when everything is taken away from us. He humbles the proud, not because he says, I'm going to get you because you're proud, but because he loves us enough to show us that to be like him is to be humble. And he wants us to humble ourselves to be connected to him. Now, very often in the humility and the humiliations that happen to us, we can reject God. We can turn away from God, but it's an opportunity. It is always an opportunity as God is inviting us into a deeper trust and reliance on him and his love.